Hi, I'm Roxanne. I teach at ISS of BC. I would like to give you a tip about speaking. Okay. First of all, there's no grammar police. You know, I think a lot of times students are quite nervous when it comes to speaking because they're really afraid of making mistakes. But I have to tell you, outside the classroom, in the community, there are no grammar police. No one's ever going to stop you and say, you use simple past, and you should have used present perfect. Okay? We fix it in our head. So, for example, how many times I've asked students, how long have you been here? And they say, I've been in Canada 6 months. And I know that they have meant to say, I have been in Canada 6 months. So we fix it in our head. Even as native speakers, we make grammatical mistakes. Okay, so that's my first tip. Don't be afraid. Take some risks. There are no grammar police out there. Second of all, when you are speaking, I would say slow down. It's human nature when you are nervous that you speed up and you forget to breathe and pause and think. So if you speak a little slower, you give yourself some time to think. Remember that a period, breathe. It is okay to slow down and give yourself some time to think. Second, for many of you, I would say speak louder. I don't mean yell, but again, it's human nature. A lot of times my students, they talk very quietly and I can't hear them. So then the person says, what? Pardon? It's not because they don't understand your English, it's because they don't hear you. So for many of you, it is human nature when you are nervous, your hand goes in front of your mouth, your volume goes down, so speak louder. Okay? Fourth tip, take risks. Okay? Speaking only gets better with practice. Most students, if I ask them, did you practice speaking in your own country when you were learning English? And most students say no. Speaking only gets better with practice. If you think that your speaking will rapidly improve by only practicing in class, you're wrong. So you need to take risks. You need to find opportunities outside the classroom to practice. For example, volunteer, talk to somebody when you're waiting in the grocery line, talk to the person beside you in Starbucks. Canadians love to talk, so take a risk and start a conversation with a stranger. Okay? Practice, practice, practice. I've already said that. Speaking only gets better with practice. So you need to find as many opportunities as you can to speak. Speaking is so important nowadays on tests like TOEFL, IELTS, any English test, there will be a speaking component. And there is great importance put on speaking. So it's really important to practice it. Okay? Another way that you can practice your speaking, particularly your fluency, is to make cards. So you get a little set of recipe cards and you put topics on it. For example, movies, friendship, travel. So maybe you have 30 topics on a card. And then what you do is you sit down with some friends, you put the cards on the table, and you take turns flipping the card over and time yourself for 1 minute. Talk about it for 1 minute, non-stop. First thing that comes to your mind. This practices fluency, okay? But probably my most important tip is be confident. I think the biggest hurdle about speaking English is to come across being confident. If you come across being confident, you look at them, you have eye-to-eye contact, you come across as being confident, your speaking will seem better, and it probably will be better because half of it is just confidence. That's it.